Thank God I just realized that. Okay. So once we've pulled down that column of light, we will expand it. Now, another bit of information that you will need to do this meditation and to also activate your highest frequencies is that you have a sphere. It's a sphere that looks like a bit like a spaceship, and it comes out from your solar plexus, and it is actually made up of 7 rings. And that is activated by 5 chakras that are crystalline chakras. And those chakras, even though they have colors, you can't see the colors because they're moving faster than the speed of light. Just as the tetrahedrons in the Merkaba are spinning 9 times faster than the speed of light. So you can't see the colors in the rings that are coming out from your solar plexus creating the sphere, but they flash all the colors as they go around. And so those are the systems that we're working with tonight to do what we're going to do. And so once we get to where we're going to be greeted with, once you've formed the Merkaba, actually, we're going to be greeted by Archangel Zadkiel, who is on the 7th ray. Now, I haven't talked to you about rays. That's another teaching that's coming through in the October retreat. There are 12 rays. They are different than the chakras. They each have something that they need to do with the divine plan on the earth. And Zadkiel will be bringing his twin flame, who is Amethystia. Now, both of these beings are 7 foot tall. Amethystia she's very regal, very, I'll just turn that down, very stalwart in her demeanor. She carries her hands like this, and inside her hands in prayer position is the violet flame. So she will carry that into the room inside your Merkaba. Zadkiel, on the other hand, he wears a purple robe which is covered by a black feathered cloak. And he will be offering you a cloak during this experience that will enable you to activate the violet flame. And on his head is somewhat like a miner's lamp with a great big amethyst here, and that's where he keeps the violet flame. So both of them have the violet flame, and we'll be accessing that tonight. So I would like you to all mute yourselves now, and we will begin the journey, which is very exciting. So Jennifer, if you could mute yourself, that would be awesome. And
Me
Kathy?
too?
Yep, everybody.
How do I do that?
Just press the top.
Just on the bottom of your screen, there's a little mute button on the left-hand side, right down the bottom.
Yeah, but it won't work.
Oh, hang on, I'll try and mute you. Jennifer, there we are. Well, it's telling me you haven't got a mute button. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
because I unmuted myself.
Yeah.
And you had to put it up on the whole screen so I could unmute it.
Okay. All right. Well, Jennifer, don't worry. We need to get on with the meditation.
Kathy, are you on a computer?
On the iPad.
Oh, okay. Can't help you. Sorry.
I don't know about iPad.
Thank you.
So, Kathy, you don't know where to mute. You remember you?
If you're on an iPad.
Oh, hang on, I can mute you. I can mute you. There you are. Oh, no, I've asked you to mute. Yeah, you're right now. And Jennifer, I should be able to do that for you as well. No, Jennifer hasn't got Jennifer hasn't got her speaker. She hasn't got it. She hasn't ticked that box to come in with audio. So that's why that's happening. All right, let us begin. I'd like you to be as comfortable as possible whilst keeping your back straight. I want you to breathe a noisy breath in and out through your nose. Long, slow, deep, noisy breaths. Scanning your body. Check where your jaw is tense, your shoulders. Just relax everything. Breathing the noisy breath, looking on the screen in your mind as if you're at a drive-in movie, upwards and inwards. Just gently rest your eyes on the screen. Shortly you will begin to see colours. We call upon and welcome all the guides and angels and that love us unconditionally, that are part of our team. We call upon our teams to be present in our rooms and to assist us with this process. Breathing the noisy breath. You may want to have your hands in a mudra, which simply means joining your middle finger and your thumb together, or just opening your hands. Up to you, it doesn't matter. We have an invitation now to join in source energy, divinity, in this process. We are now bringing our awareness into the grid above the earth. It's a very powerful tool, and we are the conduits between the earth grid and the sky grid. As you connect in with your awareness into the grid above the earth, you begin to pull down consciously a tetrahedron. And as the point comes down through all your 12 chakras, down, 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 base finishing at your heart, and the point finishing below your feet, hooking into the earth chakra. Breathing, pulling up now from the crystalline grid underneath the earth, the male tetrahedron, pulling it up through your earth chakra, through the base of your spine, point facing up, bringing the tetrahedron so that it stops just above your head and hooks into the sky chakra, finishing at your knees with its base. These tetrahedrons have begun to spin At 9 times the speed of light, you will not see them spinning. They will be activating. The energies of the Merkaba. We welcome the Merkaba. We are now sitting inside the Merkaba. Breathing, feeling the spinning going on around you. Breathing, looking on the screen in your mind. Pulling down from the sky grid now, the white column of light, pulling it down, 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 down through your 12 chakras, down through your feet, in through the earth chakra and down into the crystalline grid. Feel it going down the back of your spine, the back of your head. Feel your whole body responding to the column of white light. And with the next 7 breaths, it will begin to expand outwards into your room. And as it does, breathe in through your 3rd eye, white light down the left side of your spine and up through the base chakra, cleaning out the base chakra. And on your next breath, moving it up into the sacral chakra, cleaning out your bowel area, respinning the 2 chakras. They spin like a washing machine. On your next breath, bring it up through the solar plexus underneath your rib cage, breathing, cleaning out with white light the solar plexus chakra. Relax your body as this takes place. Spinning white energy through the chakra, respinning it like a washing machine. On your next breath, bring that white light up through the solar plexus into the heart area, respinning, cleaning out heart area. Respinning the chakra like a washing machine. Breathing in again, move it up into the throat, letting the white light purify, cleanse, clean out all debris within the throat chakra, speaking your truth. Respinning the chakra now. Breathing in, bring the white light up into the 3rd eye. It will begin to buzz. It will almost feel like the area is open on your 3rd eye. Between your eyebrows, it will be buzzing as the white light spins through it, activating. Looking up on the screen in your mind, activating. Respinning the chakra. You will feel that physical sensation of your chakra in your 3rd eye spinning. Breathing in once more and bringing the white light up into the top chakra on the soft spot on your head. And as you breathe into that soft spot and 6 inches above that soft spot, bringing white light into it and respinning so that you can trust. Trust yourself, trust this process, and trust your universal guides that come through your conscience voice. Breathing, expanding that column of white light out into the room and beyond the room now. Your whole house is now in the column of white light. Now we will activate the spheres. As the white light above your head now moves up through the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th chakra, hooking into the sky grid. The white light is now coming as an energy source down through your chakras and hooking into the crystalline grid below the earth. Column of white light is complete. Now we will activate the spheres. The spheres are 7 rings that come out from your solar plexus, and they are fueled by the 5 crystalline rays. So as you concentrate totally now on your solar plexus, feel the rings beginning to spin out from your body, very much like the shape of a spaceship. 7 rings spinning out from your body, flashing rainbow light. Your vehicle and you are now fully activated. The Merkaba is inside you as the column of white light is outside you. The column of white light is now taking in the whole width of the earth as it expands outwards, upwards, in all directions. Now, my question to you is, what is a direction? It's a very subjective question, but it will lead you back inside yourself. A direction is a place you can go to or a place that you've come from. Is it not better to be present with yourself? Then you will not be lost. You will always be home. Your inner journey and your inner world is your home. Your soul self lives within this vehicle called the body, and the vehicle is used by your spirit guides, angels, team to learn for the collective consciousness of everything. You are not just learning for yourself. You are learning for everything and everyone that is the same energy as you. And as you expand this column of white light out through the universe, out beyond the stars, out beyond the known, beyond universe and universe, beyond the known, everything is inside you. You are home. Breathe. You now invite Archangel Zadkiel and Archaea Amethystia to join us in the Merkaba. Merkaba is beginning to move along the timeline. We are to be called into the chamber of the Archangels. This is the teaching chamber. It is violet. And as you move very quickly along the timeline as the Merkaba, we are moving very quickly now, faster than the speed of light. We're moving through all time and all space. And as the Merkaba begins to slow now, still spinning in opposite directions to maintain its own shape and form, we have now entered the chamber, the teaching chamber of Zadkiel and Amethystia, and they are greeting us now, and they are stepping inside our Merkaba. The Merkaba has expanded for your consciousness to be aware that there are many people in your Merkaba. Zadkiel is greeting you now. Amethystia is placing the flame from her hands in prayer position into the central fire of the room. Within your midst, there is a fire pit in the center of the room. The flames are now joining each other. As Zadkiel greets you, a warmth comes into the room. The flames are violet and purple, gold and silver. We invite you to speak through me. Greetings, humble students. It is a great pleasure to have invited you into this chamber. On this level of high frequency, you are capable of accelerated learning. But before we access this learning, we must utilize the violet flame. I, Zadkiel, hold many cloaks this day. These cloaks will enable you to access the wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence, discernment, Holy Spirit gifts. It will enable you free access. We would grant you a cloak this evening, but you do not have to take it if you do not feel you are ready. For those of you who are willing to take this violet flame cloak, You need to indicate now, and we will place it around your shoulders. Amethystia is now walking around behind you, and with each of you who receives the cloak, she is holding your third eye and the back of your head. You will physically feel this. You will feel a tingling at the back of your head and a pulsing. And if you look up and inwards on the screen, you will begin to see blue and purple and pink lights. For those of you who have not received the cloak, Amethystia is now opening your third eye that you may receive the wisdom of today. Amethystia is giving you something very special. She is giving you the shape of a Merkaba on the right palm of your hand. It's like a tattoo, only it dissolves into the hand. Open both your hands. You may feel a pressure on your left hand. The Merkaba has been placed in your right hand, but in your left hand there is a gift. It is a gift of the Spirit. You may not recognize it instantly, but as you begin to practice using your cloaks or using your third eye, you will begin to manifest a gift of the Spirit. This is a gift of understanding, they're saying. You will understand beyond your conscious mind. All gifts activated through trust do not need to use the mind. Breathe. Amethystia is now placing a purple flame in through your third eye. Breathe it down into your whole body until it completely and entirely, like a teardrop, covers your whole body. You are now inside a purple flame, a violet flame. This violet flame is for transmutation and transformation. There is much needed here today to be transformed, to be transmuted. First of all, we are going to cut the cords of third dimensional density. When you live in the realm of fear and the lower vibrational frequencies, suppression, hatred, opinions, judgments, war, fighting. This makes your energy extremely dense and stops you from your evolutionary process into the higher vibrational frequencies. We now take that purple flame and we put in all attachments to anyone in our family, our friends, our workplace, our environment, our neighbors, that hold us in a limited place of dense frequency. When you cut the cords to those people or to those situations, you will be able to love unconditionally. This is the purpose of detaching the cords to dense energy. You will know who they are. It may be a parent, it may be a child. When you remove the cord of density from your body, attached to them, you will love unconditionally from the highest mind of God. See that flame transmuting, transforming into unconditional love. And in the place of that cord where they had hooked in, whether it be your throat, your mind, your heart, your emotions, your physical being, Zadkiel is now placing a Merkaba crystal that is pure white light crystal, pure crystal, inside the place where the density was, that you may begin to vibrate at a very high level. And no longer will you be affected by that person. In previous teachings, we have told you that joy is the vehicle. And as you proceed through life in this vehicle of joy, the high vibrational frequency of that joy will create what is known to you now as heaven on earth. You are the co-creator of this heaven. The lower densities have been keeping you in the illusion of hell. You are the co-creator, and as such, you are a sovereign being. Now we bring to you a teaching that we brought to Crow yesterday. This is a new doorway, a new path. It is the path of peace. Peace is your natural state. And during this time, you have the opportunity to explore this path, to go through this door. The path leads to and is opened by being present now in nature. This is a very high frequency, and along with the joy energy, it will enable you to stabilize your participation on the fifth dimension and accelerated learning. Yes, we have invited you here because you are ready to step through that veil and into your highest potential on this earth plane. You are an eternal being. You are always here, always here. When you were born with the absolute, pure, peaceful, joyful energy. Through the way of the world and the dysfunctional people around you, your energy became denser and denser. We remove that now. As you accelerate into the gifts of the Spirit, as you accelerate into this higher dimensional way of being, you will begin to listen and know. You will bypass all the testing and the trying, all the karmic debts, all the have to learn from somebody else guru, and you will begin to listen inside yourself with the purest energy of knowing that you are a light being inside this physical vehicle. And that light being is so expanded, the whole universe is inside it. It is the same energy as everything around you. The only difference is thoughts of separation. The only difference is remembering that you are and always have been that which is. Your ego would have you in illusion of separateness, of identification and labeling. Your ego would keep you separated from each other and from your divine source through low self-esteem, through current world events. And as you withdraw inside yourself, the temptation is to be sad and depressed. This is no longer available to you as you move into the pathway and the doorway of peace. Nothing will disturb you. You may look upon the world as an observer. Some of you may feel like you're 6 stories high. But as you lean into us, as you lean into our teachings, and this is only the beginning, you may bring your Merkaba here at any time into this chamber of teaching. It's all inside you. We are inside you. The chamber of teaching is inside you. And that is why you can hook into the archaic records. That is why you will know things that you haven't learned. That is why wisdom will come out of your mouth and bypass your mind, because it is all inside you. In a sense, you are the universe, or what appears in your pre-programmed minds to be the universe. It is such a limiting thought. And it is our job as your guides over the next little while to help you see the illusions and the limiting thoughts that keep you stuck in low, dense frequencies. Examine your lives. Examine what is holding you. Examine what is pulling you back. And make the conscious choices for co-creation with the divine. Amethystia is now holding your heart chakra. You will physically feel her hands on the front and back of your chest. She is connecting you with the divine love of God. Your love is now pure white light. Your love is effective. Your love is capable of so much more than you ever dreamed of. As you shine this love through your eyes, as you shine this love out into the world, you are an effective healer. You are an effective teacher. As you shine this love in any direction that your focus takes, the matrix of what is happening as you beam your love onto it is capable of healing, transforming, transmuting, and bringing all that is in the path of your peace, the path of your love, to a better conclusion, one that has the ability to become mobile instead of stuck, one that has the ability to go beyond the seen, go beyond the known into the unknown. Do you know what's inside a cell? Your DNA. What's inside your DNA? So much. Your DNA is a whole system that comes down through so many of your ancestors and goes on to so many more of those who will be. You have the ability to change your DNA. And what is inside your DNA? It needs to be in constant motion. It needs to be in constant change to align with the energy of love and God. We use the word God as divinity. Allow yourself to receive that word in a new way. It is just a symbol for something that cannot be described and cannot even be known because it is in the unknown. It is always changing and constantly moving, growing as you, its vehicle, constantly change, move, and grow. Your greatest option on this path of peace is simply to become the observer. As you observe, there is nothing that will limit you. The third dimension wants you to have opinions and judgments about everything. The third dimension wants you to label things and hook into them as if they are your personal business. As you let that go on the path of peace, and you just sit quietly in stillness and silence and observe everything without reaction. Reaction doesn't belong here, but rather shining your love like rays from the sun onto each person you come in contact with. Let your eyes be the mirror of that love. As you look upon situations in the world, shine that love. Move it consciously onto the path of peace. The path of peace is found, remember, through nature and being present. As you walk along this path, you will find a power in stillness and silence. You will find a power and a strengthening of your own inner soul. You will also be quite amazed at the change in your face, and your body will begin to respond to this love, this power, this joy, this peace. They will have an effect on your physical appearance as your own inner beauty begins to shine out into the world. When people are around you, reacting, behaving, being asleep. It is not your job to awaken them. It is not your job to change them or to make them in any way any different. Rather, observe, shine the love, maintain your peace. This is a happy way of existence and creates your heaven on earth. We are pleased that you are here. Amethystia is now just making a few little changes at the back of your head in your lymph glands, enabling you to let go of concepts of death and sickness. You will feel her physically at the back of your head. You may also feel pain in your shoulders. Relax them. These are the burdens that you've been carrying of the weight of the world as it is now. Let them drop away from you. Let them drop down. Let the violet flame consume them. You have carried for so long concepts of death and sickness in your body. You have made it a judgment. You have made it a place where you go for comfort. A place of terrifying thoughts. In reality, my friends, you are always here. When you get out of your vehicle, it will be like opening the door to your car and stepping out into the most beautiful horizon, the most pristine bliss. There is nothing to fear of leaving the vehicle behind. You are in your light body right now. Your vehicle is on the chair or on the bed in your room. You are not there. Was it hard for you to leave that? Did you regret it? Did you struggle against it? No. You came in the Merkaba to the chamber of teaching, and here you are in bliss. If you look on the screen in your mind now, you will see the beautiful colors of blue, indigo blue, swirling around. You may even see the violet color coming in and flashes of silver and gold from the fire. Sickness does not exist. Death does not exist in this light being that is eternally here. And if your body is experiencing sickness, expand your light form into the conscious knowing that you are a light being and that that is just your vehicle. Take care of your vehicles, but do not buy into the human consciousness around death and sickness. Your spirit is well. Your soul is magnificent. Your light being is sovereign and contains all the elements of co-creation, contains all aspects of God. You are the virtues. They are all inside you. Get to know them and bring them forth on the path of peace as you lovingly support each other through this journey. You are in this vehicle for such a short time. Make use of this body. Let it assist you and serve it by staying in the high vibrational frequencies of love, peace, and joy. You are capable now of unconditional love. Whenever you find yourself being dragged into a condition by someone else, or whenever you hear the pre-programmed, patterned ego trying to come back into your hemisphere and put a condition on another, shine that beacon of love through your eyes onto that condition and simply let go. Let go. Open your cloak of violet flame and let those conditions burn away. Then shine your love upon that person, situation, or being. You can use this tool in nature. You can use it on plants, trees, water. Everything will respond to the energy in your body because it recognizes you as itself. The divine plan is before you. The divine plan is inside you. You know it. It knows you. Trust. It is the only way. Trust. Take a deep breath. It has been an honor to serve you this evening. We are always here. Sometimes it will require you to lift your vibrational frequency to hear us, but we are always here. Begin to get to know us as your friends. Speak with us and listen. Guidance is available, always. We are now placing the violet flame within the hands of Amethystia. She's bowing low to you. Feel yourself acknowledging her love. Feel yourself acknowledging the great teaching that Zadkiel has brought this evening. Feel the Merkaba beginning to move away from the teaching chamber, back down the timeline, through the dimensions, back into this physical dimension, back into this chair. We are, in actual fact, leaving the Merkaba around your physical beings. This energy will be activated for another 3 hours. We suggest that you eat and rest. Let yourself start to be present again in the room, in your hands, in your body, in your physical being, your spine, your feet, your head. Let yourself be present and still in the Merkaba. Bringing in the column of white light now. Back into the spine. Knowing that you are a conduit between the earth and the sky grids, and that you are also available through the white light to be used as a vehicle for love. Your angels and spirit guides are able to speak through you whenever you activate the column of white light. When you're ready, connect with your breath again. Let yourself take a deep breath in. Let it fall out of your chest. Just relax your eyes now. Your whole body will be tingling and vibrating. The energy will still be circulating around, as we said, for the next 3 hours. When you're ready, you may come back into the room. And if you have the opportunity, unmute yourselves. Have we got a few stunned mullets there?
Yeah. Wow. That was insane. Oh, my neck just cracked. Oh, wow.
Did you feel the physical sensations?
Yeah. Especially the third eye one. I could feel it from the back of my head right through to my. Yeah.
How did you go, Luke?
It's good. Still coming back, but the sensation experience was quite strong, and very interesting to see some old holding patterns through my legs and feet and stuff that were shifting through that.
How was the teaching for you all?
Still a bit stunned, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got no words, bro.
When it comes to the teaching, I'm just like, I don't know. It's quite weird, actually. I think it's just gone in on a different level.
Why are you surprised? It bypasses the mind, darling.
Yeah, when I think about it, I can't give you anything.
The teaching goes into the cells in your body. It doesn't go into your mind intellect. It goes into the cellular intellect.
Mm.
And it also has gone into those 7 spheres, spherical spheres that are in your solar plexus. And that is actually your personal teaching center. Woohoo! You didn't know you had one of those, did you?
Yay!
Okay, so everything is accessible again, all right? Everything is accessible and beyond, going further and further from here. You need to keep yourself in a high vibrational frequency, all right? So they've shown you how to do that tonight. This video will be sent to all of you, so you can do it again. Lexia, just checking in with you. How did you go?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely to hear you again. Brings back memories of other journeys.
Many other journeys.
And when you said the solar plexus, the last thing I did, as you said something, and I can't remember what it was, but there was a little burp happened, and I thought, oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Patricia, how did you go? You're blocked, darling. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, well, interesting. I started off with in an incredible energetic space, but I was cold, which is very unusual for me because I'm usually so hot.
Mhm.
There was this incredible tremble from my whole body, but I wasn't really cold, but it was rather incredible. So, but that passed. But the interesting thing was, as soon as you said direction, because we've been talking about that all day, I dropped into inner peace
Excellent.
straight away. And what I visualized was a lock. And I remember when I was in Scotland and I could not take my eyes off this lock. So it's like a symbol on me for inner peace.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I really do understand that it's always eternal, regardless of what's happening. And but it's me who chooses to drop into inner peace. But then I love being in the chamber, and but when I go into the chamber, now this is really weird for me. I kept getting all these red balloons, and the red balloons were going everywhere, and I have no idea. And then I thought of red as love, and they were lifting me up, so really quite high. So these amazing red balloons. So yes, so thank you, Crow. Did enjoy that, and I am amazed how sometimes we are on the same wavelength.
I don't know why that amazes you. I got freezing. My legs were shaking. I was reaching across for the furs to try and get warm, and then it all went hot.
Yes, because I was actually going to get up and take my picture off the screen, the video, so you didn't see me. I was going to go turn my heater on.
Yeah, I was cold too. Yeah.
If only I could sing out to Brian to come in and turn the heater on. But then I was fine. Thank you.
You know why?
Bye.
When you truly get to know Amethystia, she has a very cold energy, and her dress that she wears is the color of the moon.
Wow.
Yes. So you had the moon coldness coming in.
Oh, that's what it
And then I
was.
had the balloons taking me up there.
Now, Kathy, ask you to unmute.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I wondered why I was feeling so cold, because I am a hot body. I haven't had the aircon on at all, and Patricia can tell you how hot I always get hot, but I am really cold. I am really cold.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have a heater in the Merkaba, that's for sure. And you will find that when you start to travel the dimensions like we just did in the Merkaba, you will find that it will be a cold experience. So it may be in future you need to bring a rug and wear some warm clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a rug.
Lexi's right.
Yeah, Leanne's okay. She's ready. All
I'm
right.
going to have to leave you, ladies,
Okay.
and Jock's sitting here wanting to go out.
Okay.
So he's been very good. He hasn't moved.
Very
Oh,
good.
Can hear him.
Yeah, listen.
Oh.
Bye, Kathy.
Jock.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Love you all. How do I get off?
You
Press
just
leave.
press on your screen and it'll have a red button that says end.
Or leave.
It doesn't come up. No.
On your iPad, if you're on your iPad, you just press the top and it will say leave. It'll come up red. Leave.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Oh, great.
at the
Okay.
meeting. Yes, I've already got it all on my calendar.
All right.
Thank you, Crow.
You're welcome. Okay, I haven't checked in with Nikki. Can we check in with you, Nikki? How is it for you?
That was just absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Crow. It lined up with so much of what I've been doing at the moment. So yeah, it was just lovely. Thank you. Very healing, very deep, very, yeah, very, very.
Very, very
Very,
empowering. Okay. All right. So we've got Sue. Sue, I don't know if you want to talk, but if you do, unmute yourself. And Jennifer, you haven't got your sound on, so we can't check in with you. So if you wouldn't mind putting up onto the meditation group any feedback that you'd like to give. And Sue, you've unmuted, so I'll just check in with you now.
I'm just with gratitude. Thank you, Crow. I don't have very many words at the moment, but yes, thank you. That was wonderful.
Right. Okay. Well, blessings on you all. And hopefully I'll see you all again, same time, same bat station.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Sure. Yep.
Right.
Thank you, Crow.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
everyone.
Good night.
Bye. Bye,
Thanks,
Nikki.
Crow.
Bye, Crow.
Bye.
Bye, Patricia.
Bye, Simone.
Bye. Bye, Virginia. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.